Okay, hello everybody. We're ready to get things underway. Doing a great job as culture. Hello, welcome, and a very warm hello and welcome. So for you guys who don't know me, I'm John's eldest son, John, so it's nice and easy to remember. And yeah, I guess there's a couple of things to get on with tonight. I'll work through the itinerary here. First one will probably be, if everyone turns their attention to the sheet of paper on their table, we have a little competition going on tonight, and that is going to be bets on how long the best man's speech will carry on for. This is accurate to the second, but there is also a tiebreaker question. And the first prize for this...
So is this part of the speech?
Sorry?
Is this part of the speech?
Yes.
Yeah, so the length of best man speech. So when Joe starts his best man speech, start your clock, basically. Well, I mean, you got it, but we'll start the clock, you guys guess the time. Yeah, so we've got a lovely prize for that competition, and that is a beautiful set of handcrafted mugs by the Maid of Honor Claire here, who's quite the accomplished planner. Okay, unfortunately as well guys, we did have some people who couldn't make it tonight, and I do have some lovely messages to read out from those folks. So I'll work my way through them now. So this one is from Nicole. So I congratulate you both from the bottom of my heart, as you found each other and want to go your way together in the future. All these testing years, you have now dared to take the next big step. I'm so very pleased about that. With everything you have experienced in the past, you've shown everyone that you can go through ups and downs together, and that nothing and nobody can take your love away from you. This strength is probably the best prerequisite to a wonderful marriage. Unfortunately, I can't be there on your big day, but I'm sure we can make up for it soon. By the way, myself a bed made for two people. Switzerland always welcomes you both at any time. Wishing you all the best, Nicole. This next essay is from John Flanders, and has come with a title, which is called Floating Crust. John and I spent huge amounts of time together when we were teenagers, inseparable for the most part. Some of my fondest memories were the times we spent together fishing. We'd find a place to set up, get the rods and reels ready, thread the line through the eyes of the rod, delicately attach our preferred tackle, and then tie on the hook at the end of the line. Once this was done, we'd add the bait. A cute luncheon meat was the smartest choice of those days, and then cast out to a spot maybe 20 meters away from the bank. Next, we'd set up seats and umbrellas to make sure bait, water, beer, and sandwiches were in easy reach, and then hunker down for a relaxing day's fishing. For most fishermen, patience is a virtue, but John was a specimen hunter. Where most would become one with their surroundings, almost fused together with their seat, John will last about 10 minutes before jumping up and announcing that he was going stalking. This entailed the removal of all the tackle, using a free line with a floating crust of bread attached to a bare hook. Armed with this basic stalking kit, he'd be off and around the lake, casting it momentarily where he saw a swirl caused by a surfacing fish. Periodically, he would return to base camp with magnificent stories about how he just missed this one or almost got that one. It was wonderful to hear him recount his adventures as I continued to add one fish after another to my bulging keep net. I sometimes wondered if he was scaring the fish away with these floating crust experiments and sending them towards my hook and bait. A constant sort of amusement to break up an otherwise mundane day, filling my net with beautiful cargo. I guess that John has always been a hunter, and I was always the gatherer. The reason I think we got on so well is that wherever we go, I provide a base camp and John provides the adventure. There were a million mostly illegal things that I had never experienced, and I not had the good fortune to tie up with John. His adventures with the floating crust are synonymous with his attitude to life. He's always looking for adventure and brings other along with him. John and Nadine, I'm so sorry I can't be with you on this wonderful day, but I'm so happy that you have found each other. John, it's great to see that your stalking has finally paid off. Dean is a wonderful catch, and I can't imagine how many casts you had to make to get him to start dating you. Dean, you have a wonderful husband. I'm so happy that he has you at his side. As he gets older, he needs to keep that beautiful mind under control. No doubt with you as his base camp, you'll never let it stray very far. Take care both and have a great day. Love, John, Apple, Aaron and Charlie. On to the short ones. So this one's from Stephen. Dean and John, so sorry I can't make it. I'm thinking of you both and hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm certain you both will have a wonderful life together. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Wishing you all the best, Stina. The next one is from Uncle Bill and Aunt Doris. I would like to add my congratulations to Nadine and John. Doris and I were so disappointed we cannot be with you both on this special day. We wish you both great happiness. Keep well, Uncle Bill and Aunt Doris. Okay, so yeah, next up, I think it's Dad's turn to take the mic, so I will pass you over to the man of the day, and he can say his piece.
I'm dreading this bit.
Well, the speech or getting married?
The deed is done, Tom. The deed is done. My opening words should be that Nadine described this on more than one occasion as a geriatric wedding. Harsh. Very harsh.
But fair.
I prefer the word mature. Having a few grey hairs on your head does have an upside.
A few.
Having few grey hairs.
No, your hair's on your head.
It has an upside. And one of those upsides, or a couple of those upsides, are appreciation and gratitude. And I think at this stage of my life, I appreciate things, and I really do have sincere gratitude for very personal things. And those are things I think when you're a young man you don't really appreciate. I'm grateful for being able to share all this with all you wonderful people who are so close to myself and Nadine, with friends and family here who are old and new. I've friends here since we were teenagers, and I'm looking at them now. They have the dirt on me if anyone wants the dirt on me.
We can't remember it, John.
That's probably true. If you're right, John. By the way, everyone is called John. Because the message from my best friend John Flanders, that was from John Lever, and you've John here, and you've John there, and you've John there. And if your name isn't John, your middle name is John. John, and we have Luke John, and that's a lot of Johns. But friends old and new, and seriously, I have friends here with me since I was a teenager, and people who started their nurse training with me back in 1982, in August 1982, we can both remember the date. I have people close to my heart who I've known for so many decades, and I've been there for them and they've been there for me. It's beyond wonderful. And friends from sport and all aspects of my life, people I played rugby with, and it's lovely to have everyone here like that. And not just friends old and new, but family old and new. Family old, my mum and dad, they're resting in bed at the minute because they're old. They'll be down later. It's wonderful that they could make such an effort to be here. Friend that my family knew, with Cos and with Chris and with Alan and Luke, my amazing grandson, who did such a wonderful job today, and I was really impressed that he actually did bring the rings up around the room in a circle, which I honestly thought he was going to do. And there was a discussion between should we have Luke do it or one of the dogs, because my dog would be easier to train. But yeah, no, that was very special. And what a privilege it was for me, as a groom getting married, to have my two sons stood beside me. That was wonderful. It was truly touching for me to be able to do that. I'd like to say thank you to John and Joe for their help, and we organised a lot of things in the wedding. We had a great stag, John's Brewery. That was, if you can't organise a piss up in a brewery, that was good. Thank you to Avril and John, who tomorrow are hosting a lovely party in their house for everybody, and also for everything they've done up until now. And if you notice, when Nadine walked in, she walked down the aisle, there was two beautiful arches there and lovely flowers on them. And Avril and Christina spent hours helping me putting them together, because, as I said, I needed Christina's artistic tendencies rather than my autistic tendencies to get that together. And that happened, and it was good. I think she's not here, but I'd like to pay tribute to Susie Kennedy, our celebrant, or solemnizer is the official word, from the Humanist Association of Ireland. I think she's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
I feel privileged to have met her, and I think she does a lovely. Hannah and Jan, thanks for the lovely music. Hannah, it's the first time I've heard you were a good singer. First time I've heard you sing live, it was absolutely beautiful. And again, how personal is it to have your own niece sing for you? It was lovely. To Greg, thank you for the wedding card that broke down and then imagine this, okay, right here's the thing. I said, okay, we're going to save some money here. Who do we know with a good car? Okay, Greg's got a lovely, nice Merc, 19 plus. Lovely. That's going to be really good. It wouldn't start this morning. Very fortunately, Sandra also has a beautiful car, which thankfully was lovely and clean as well. And the ribbons and the flowers were quickly transferred from one car to another. And that came up trumps. So thanks for that, Greg. To Claire. Claire, all the support, guidance and friendship you've been giving to Nadine before today and today has been wonderful, and you look beautiful, and I honestly, it's a privilege to have you here with us. It's lovely. And also as well, I don't know, there's nothing here, the hotel, I mean, in fairness, since the first day that Nadine and I spoke to them and inquired about having a wedding here, we said, yeah, they're really nice, very accommodating, very friendly, and just positives. And so far, so good. It's been brilliant, and I'd like to say thanks to them. They've been really wonderful. Now, thank you to all of you for coming. Wow, it's amazing. We have a very international wedding here. We have the amount of nationalities. I actually went through it there at one point. It's phenomenal. I wish I could speak all those languages, but with a very multicultural evening. But I'm afraid I can't speak Tagalog. I can't speak Afrikaans. And I struggle with English. I certainly can't speak English. And my carping isn't very good either. But it's lovely to have all of you here. People coming so far as well. A special thanks to Jörg and Yvonne for coming from the Philippines. That's our I am personally really grateful that you made that effort. Thank you. To Nadine's friends who are here, back table, and then we've got the Swiss table down there. He gets, as far as my Swiss German goes. Thank you to all of you. Since I first met all of you, you've always been so welcoming to me, and it's lovely, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. It's always lovely to come over to Switzerland and see you guys. It's really beautiful. I have 3 children, 3 wonderful kids. There's Avram, there's John, and there's Joe. Their kindness, openness, and their welcoming of Nadine when we first started our relationship is beyond any words I could put together. Their relationship with her and her with theirs is something I value very dearly. It's very special. My 3 kids are wonderful kids, and a wonderful wife, and it's fabulous, and I value it very dearly. And I want to say that for the whole world to hear. Finally, I want you all to have a good laugh, a good time. We've got a good band later, and a DJ. I want you to dance, I want you to laugh, I want you to cry, I want you to be happy, I want you to enjoy yourselves. And it's so nice for us to share our moment with all the people who are close to us, to our heart. And this is, again, getting back to the very start of what I said, is something maybe you can only get in, as Nadine said, a geriatric wedding. You've got people who have been friends for decades, and it's very special and very lovely. Welcome, Mrs. Taylor. Knowing the rest of the Taylor family, I should probably say, good luck, Mrs. Taylor. Good luck. Since I met Nadine, it's been a wonderful journey. We've lived together in our house now for 5 years, roughly. I can honestly say we've not had a crossword, and that's pretty unusual. Mostly because Nadine spends the whole time laughing at me. Because I am. And I think that's something that's wonderful in a relationship, because I know I'm a twat. I like that she gets that even though I can be a twat, I have a good heart and I mean well. And it's just really beautiful. Most of the time we do laugh. I can honestly say every single day we laugh. And that's the truth. Every single day. I cannot remember a day since I met this lady that I haven't laughed. And how magic is that? It's truly wonderful. Yes, most of it's her laughing at me, but so be it. So here's to us, here's to my beautiful wife, and yes, that's the end of my speech.
That was really lovely. So now next, I would like to invite the beautiful Mrs. Nadine Taylor to say a few words.
Well, I don't have that much to say. I'm not a woman of many words, but first of all, as John already said, I just want to second. I want to say thank you very much for everybody to come here and to spend those beautiful days with us. I really appreciate everybody to travel here and all my friends that stood by me over the years. My Swiss friends that even when I was gone, even though I said when I first left, no, I'll be back in a year later. And I'm still here, it's 15 years later. And they still stood by me, and we're still visiting each other. And even when I made a lot of wrong decisions, they still stood behind me. And I really appreciate that. And I'm on the right path now, I think. I hope. And thank you very much for the Taylor family as well for welcoming me with open arms in their family and making me feel home from the get-go and making me feel part of their family. And hopefully for many years to come as part of the Taylor family. Hear, hear. And a special thank you to Avril that went above and beyond with helping out in emergency situations, like emergency makeup situations, that hosts with her fiance John the party tomorrow. That is absolutely amazing, and did a lot of organisation with Claire for the Hen weekend. Really appreciate that. Just have a great night, everyone. We celebrate until the late hours. Thank you.
Just to echo you and Dad, you're so welcome to our family, and we've always been a family without borders and people overseas, and it's really nice to stretch that reach just that bit further again. Finally, we have one very, very special message from a very special lady, and I believe Monica is going to do us the pleasure of reading out a message from Nadine's mother, Priska.
Okay, I will do it first in Swiss German, as your mother told me. Okay, I'll tell you, and after I translate in English. Liebe Tochter Nadine, es war nicht immer einfach, dich zu gehen. Aber heute fühlt es sich gut an, weil du einen tollen Mann an deiner Seite hast. Ich bin sehr glücklich und dankbar, dass du deine Liebe vom Leben gefunden hast. Liebe Nadine und John, für eure Zukunft und gemeinsamen Weg wünsche ich euch für immer alles Gute. Euer Hochzeitstag soll wundervoll sein und voller Freude. Meine Gedanken sind bei euch. Ich wünschte, ich könnte bei euch sein und euch die Worte selber sagen. Alles Liebe, deine Mami. And dear daughter Nadine, it was not always easy to let you go, but today it feels good because you have a great man on your side. I'm very happy and grateful that you found the love of your life. Dear Nadine and John, for your future and journey that lies ahead together, I wish you all the best forever. May your wedding day be wonderful and filled with joy. My thoughts are with you. I wish I was with you and could tell you these words myself. Lots of love, your mom.
It's going to be a tough one to top there, Joe. So it's my pleasure to introduce my brother, who I'm always very proud of, and I know there's no better man to say the next few words.
Time starts now.
Well, hello everyone, my name is Joe. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the youngest of John's 3 children. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you here today, to see so many people. But most of all, it's my pleasure to be best man, just to confirm that John Navarrete did it. I'm the favourite child. I win. No, it's great to see people from so far flung. We have people here today from England, from Switzerland, Denmark, France, Poland, Germany, Italy, the Philippines, South Africa. It's a real international audience. Like, it's hard to tell if it's like, and the Republic of Cardiff.
Celebrate!
It's just hard to tell like how it's, I don't know if it's an international wedding or like a really shitty geriatric version of Eurovision. But no, first of all, a massive congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. I think we can all agree, Nadine, you look absolutely stunning today. And Dad, you don't screw up too bad either. Claire, as well, you look absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. So I'm going to start with a little bit about them individually first, and then talk about them as a couple. So, Dad. Anyone who knows Dad closely knows he doesn't mince his words. So, Dad, he's a tough cookie. He's like all over all hate. Like he's all in. There's no middle ground with this man. And I think this is best exemplified. Just a little story. I was 15 years old at the time, and we were staying in our mobile home down in Achill Island, and I'd been out having a few drinks with friends, as you do when you're that age, and I'd like to point out I probably had like 2 or 3 cans of Bulmers, bought for by a delinquent older sister over here. I never stood a chance of it. But anyways, I stumbled in, like I come out of a nightclub at 5 a.m. And I was straight to the bathroom, throwing up my guts. My head was in the toilet bowl. I just heard the door open behind me. As I lifted my head out of the toilet bowl, I see Dad there, like towering over me, and just goes, "That's what you get for drinking, you little prick." So, you know, he's a fan of the soft touch, this man. But in all seriousness, no, Dad has an absolute heart of gold. He is genuinely one of the most supportive people I've ever met. So, on a personal note, some of you might know I played semi-professional rugby when I was younger, and that absolutely would not have been possible without this man. Like the hundreds of training sessions and matches that he drove me to, he built a gym out the back garden for me. Like he really does go above and beyond when you need him. As well, like I decided to do a career change 4 years ago, which meant going back to college, and again, like he just dug me out. Like he looked after me so well, and when push comes to shove, I can really say, you know, Dad is there for you, and he is, you know, he's all in, but in the best way possible. Now, admirably as well, he's the most resourceful person you'll ever meet in your life. So, this is born out of, some may say, a toxic combination of intense frugality and pure stubbornness. But, you know, anything that he turns his hand to, he can achieve. Like, really. Like, he built a shed out the back, like, not a brickie, and managed to lay all the bricks, full brick shed. He converted an attic. I've seen him refurbish a kitchen. If you've been down to their house, he built a whole horse paddock, sand arena, grass arena, stables, the whole lot. I've even seen him tear a motor out of a disused refrigerator and turn it into a football pump. Well, really, it's a trait I greatly admire in Dad. Like when he puts his mind to things, he really can achieve a lot, and you know, it's very, very admirable. So yeah, I just like to say on a personal note, thank you, Dad. I'm very lucky to have you as a father. Now on to Nadine. So for those of you who don't know Nadine, she moved to Ireland in 2007 from Switzerland with basically no English. So to learn English and also to work with horses, which as we all know is her passion. And I'd just like to say I'm so thankful that she took that brave step because we wouldn't be here today without it. It also explains why Nadine has that really weird Tipperary cum Swiss Alps accent. But, you know, Nadine is someone I have grown very close to over the last couple of years and someone I would consider one of my best friends. You know, she really is there for you. She's so dependable. She's so caring and empathetic, and she's one of the best people I've ever met to be a sounding board. If you're having a tough time or anything and you need to chat, like she really is there for you, and she's so reasoned, so calming. Like I'm so glad Dad has her because I know he's in great hands. Many reasons I think they're a great fit for each other, and they share so much in common. You know, their love for their animals, particularly the pet dogs, as we've seen here today. It was great to see them. Their love for outdoors, and their love for travel, their love for just enjoying the simple things in life. You know, a nice bottle of wine or something sat down. They really are so well suited, and I think Dad's very lucky to have found someone so suited to her. To himself, apologies. But why I think they work well as a couple in particular is Nadine's able to curtail Dad's absolutely toxic habits. So anyone who knows Dad, let's just say he's not frivolous with money. To the point that Nadine is putting an end to Dad's atrocious habit of washing kitchen sponges to reuse them. So, you know these sponges, right? Instead of just binning these, this man has been known to put them in the washing machine so that they might get another week or two out of them. Yeah?
John!
So since being with Nadine, Dad has been transformed into this like little middle-aisle Jennifer Lopez who's going to splash on all of the kitchen sponges now. It's great to see. Your Dad, like, I can't tell if you would have made the most amazing Minister for Finance or like the worst Minister for Finance. Like, we have so much in the bank, but no public services. Like, I don't think you and Bertie Ahern would have got on too well, to be fair. But no, many, you know, so a lot of people you might know how, well, it was kind of mentioned earlier, but Dad and Nadine had a very interesting start to their relationship. So they met at dog training and really hit it off. As we heard, they went for walks and everything. And Dad decided to ask Nadine out on a date. So he takes her into a really nice restaurant, a dinner date out in Howth. And Dad realises about halfway through the date, holy shit, this woman doesn't know she's on a date. And I would have just loved to have been a fly on the wall when Dad has to lean across the table and go, you do know you're here romantically. Nadine, there's obviously maybe a language barrier. Nadine thought it was just a platonic thing, but not at all. You know, maybe that's the key to finding true love. I don't know, just don't tell the person you're in a relationship with. Nadine, is this love or Stockholm syndrome? I can't tell. It's not too late. We're only day 8, you can get it. But we fast forward anyways to date number 2, and it actually transpired that I drove Dad and dropped him off to date number 2. Which we only found out actually last year, I think. But date number 2 anyways, Dad, so I was in the kitchen at the time, I think getting a cup of coffee or something, and Dad comes in and he's all excitable, he's got a nice shirt on, he smells great, like, you know, and he's like, would you mind dropping me to a restaurant down the road? It was disgusting to see. It was absolutely so chuffed with himself. So So I was like, oh, hang on, I know what's going on here. So we get in the car anyways. I was about 22, I think, at the time, around that age, and we're driving, and Dad, I was like, so come on, tell me, you're going on a date. So Dad goes, yeah, look, there's this very special lady I've met, you know, we're the best of friends, we get on so well, we're really hitting it off, and now we're taking it to the next level, it's becoming romantic. Now, just to contextualise this, it's not really clear with Dad and I, like, who's the father and who's the son in our relationship. The roles get reversed, and sometimes you can't tell who's who. But like whether it's covering up for Dad's garbage lies, or you know, like now it's like you've had a few too many to drink, slow down there. You know, sometimes I'm the father figure. This was another one of those situations. So I was like, okay, very interesting, friends, it's becoming something more. So I don't know why, I just started being like, you know, Dad, giving him a lecture, I was like, when you're friends with a girl and when it becomes something more and the relationship becomes romantic, the dynamic changes, it all changes when you start having sex, it's all good. And Dad said he had to bite his tongue so hard. Which, if anyone knows this man, he doesn't do. So, do you know what? That is the highest compliment he can pay. That he must have been so excited to see you, Nadine, that he wasn't going to tear my head off. But anyways. In all seriousness, Nadine, welcome to the family. We're so happy to have you. We've been a massive fan since day one. And I truly mean this when we love you as one of our own. You are one of us. I'm so happy to see two people I'm so close with individually come so close together and be so happy together. And I think if we could all emulate what they have, we'd all be a lot happier for it. So, to close it off, Dad, I'd like to offer you one final piece of advice. As your father figure. No. Dad, it's all going to change. The dynamic, everything is all going to change. Because when you get married, you stop having sex. If we all take standing and toast the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Hager, cheers.
Here.
Thank you very much for that. I think everyone agreed with me that was an absolutely awesome speech. Right, now the moment everyone has actually been waiting for. It's ringing the numbers, people. So that speech came to a grand total of 13 minutes and 3 seconds. We have 13:03 in the house.
13:03. Or close.
Do we have anything close?
10:14.
12:13, Paul.
12:32.
12:23? Okay, that's 12:43. 12:37. Is there any takers on 12:37?
Anything closer?
It can be above, you know, if it's closer or above, it still counts. Oh, okay, well, Christian. Alright, well, unless there's no objections, I think Christian takes the bacon. I wouldn't be proof that Christian. Yeah, it's all there. In the spirit of gambling, I think we also have some scratch cards on the table. I don't know if anyone found their little envelope with a heart in it. So we've got one winner there with Ellen. So if you have a number on your scratch card, you can come over to the table here and I can present you with a wonderful prize. Any winners on the scratch cards, or has everybody scratched them? Still some scratching.
Okay, that's scratch.
Scratch away, people. Okay, first up we have a number 7 winner. Next up we've got winner number 6. Okay, we'll go with number 2 because that's legible. Yes, that's number 8. Number 8 done, thank you, sir. Number 4 to the wonderful Ellen, thank you very much. Number 5 to your. Number 1. That's number 1. Last but not least, number 3. Hey, congratulations to all the wonderful winners. Okay, everybody, that's the end of the speeches, so everyone now can relax, de-robe, and fill up their glasses. Have a great night.